Hey everybody, Monty Python 2011, James Mackin here, and I got myself a new review for you. So I became pretty fortunate recently. I obtained a copy of a movie that isn't very hard to find, but I got the copy, so here's my review for you. This is my review of the Human Centipede. Okay. All right, let's get to it. It was all right. Wasn't great. Wasn't horrible. It was all right. Not great. No, it was all right. Yeah. Really, it's. I mean, if you think about it, really the most scariest thing about the movie is the fact that you know, they're a fucking human centipede. They're three people attached to each other, uh, ass to mouth. Not sexually, just they're a fucking human centipede. What can I say? Yeah. Um, the rest of the film, it's alright. It's not great. The let's talk about the acting first. The German actor who plays the bad guy, the doctor who creates the human centipede. I believe the actor's name is Dieter Laser, something like that. He was good. He was really good. He's a pretty good actor. I hope that I see him in a couple more movies. Yeah, he was really good. He was switching between speaking in German and English every now and then, which it was an interesting choice by the filmmakers, but it worked. So kudos to you, kudos to y'all, and just good job. And the Japanese guy, the front of the human centipede, he was good too. He was pretty funny. He spoke Japanese the entire movie because I guess his character didn't know how to speak English or something. But yeah, he was really funny too. Like oh chencha or whatever. That was racist. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh well. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a good movie. The acting was pretty good for these two, and the other two people, the two girls, they're all right. They weren't great. They're all right. Like half of the film, they're not saying anything except because they're in the middle and the back of the human centipede. So yeah, it was pretty good for two of the people, and okay for another two. So that's neutral. Um, what else? The actual centipede itself, did it look good? It looked fucking scary. It was freaky as fuck. And kudos to you for being able to make it. The way they made it, like not in real life, in the movie, was they would cut the ligaments of the knees so that the knees cannot extend. So you can't walk, you have to crawl. So it's like the knee can't straighten itself out. It's going to be bent the entire time, which was interesting. And then they would take out the teeth and the lips. They take them off, take the teeth out and take the lips off, and cut some of the skin flaps on the ass, which they would attach to the face, like here, like this, and staple onto the face. And attach the mouth to the anus. Attach it to the asshole. So basically, if you're not in the front of the human centipede, the only way you're getting food is by eating shit. So you really want to be in the front of that centipede if you're going to be in the centipede. Yeah, it was, and apparently it's 100% medically accurate, so this could really happen in real life, and it looked exactly like that, which is pretty damn scary, I'd say. But you know what I think the one thing that scared me most about the film, aside from the idea of the human centipede? The fucking three dog! That fucking shit scared me. Basically, in the beginning of the movie, we find out that before the doctor created the human centipede, he created the dog centipede, the three dog, he called it, the Dreihund, because that's German for three dog. Dreihund, but he said Dreihund, but oh well. And we see pictures of it. We don't actually see the creature, but we see a couple of pictures of it. And quite simply, it's these three Rottweilers that are attached mouth to ass, and that scared me more. There's a fucking three dog! A Dreihund! It's fucking crazy, motherfucker. And they had a bit of an interesting plot twist at the end, and these are all spoiler filled, so I'll tell you. Basically, the Human Centipede stabs the doctor, and the front guy bites off part of his neck, and then he starts like running out of there, and they almost escape, and then they're about to fight because they're right at the window, and then the Japanese guy in the front, he starts crying, and he says in Japanese, like, I deserved what happened to me. I deserved to be turned into a fucking insect because I treated my family like shit. But I want to believe that I am a man. So at that point, he slits his throat with the glass shard. And of course, the two girls are like, fuck, fuck, fuck! Except you can't hear them say, fuck, fuck, fuck! He's just like, and the doctor's like, no. Shit like that. Yeah. And then the girl in the back, Jenny was her name, she died of blood poisoning, so the girl in the middle is kind of stuck there, so... Yeah. Sucks to be you. Really sucks to be you. I apologize for everything that happened. That's so bad. That is horrifying. Being in the middle of a human centipede and the front and back are dead. Oh my god. That is so fucking bad. Whew. And that is about all I gotta say about the movie. Oh! Gunshot effects. In the end, there's a couple of gunshots. 2 in one guy's stomach, 1 in the German guy's head. And they were laughably bad. They were pretty bad. The stomach ones weren't bad. Even Scruffy hated them. The stomach ones weren't bad necessarily. I just really didn't like the head one. I mean, people might think, oh, they were okay, but I really hated them. Scruffy really hated the gunshot effects. Yeah, but I just really didn't like the gunshot effects. I found them to be quite laughable. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. Would I recommend you go see this movie? Tell the truth, yeah. It's not a bad film. It's not a great film. It's not a bad film. Like, if you want to see the movie, go see it. If you don't want to see the movie, don't go see it, Scruffy's agreeing with me, and he still hates those gunshot effects. But that's pretty much all I gotta say. Oh, and apparently, they're making this into a trilogy. So this was like the actual title of this is the Human Centipede First Sequence, and the sequel's title is going to be the Human Centipede Full Sequence. And what they mean by this is, in the first one, in this movie, when the doctor's explaining the Human Centipede to them, he says, "This is the Human Centipede First Sequence." I can't remember what And apparently, for the next one, they're gonna make a Human Centipede full of 12 fucking people. 12 fucking people. Scruffy's shocked. And he still hates the gunshot effects. I agree with you, Scruffy. Shit, 12 fucking people in the center? That's just fucked, son. Alright. Well, I gotta go. So, I'll see you in the next review. Hey.